Hello to all my friends out there. So tea parties are perfect when you just want a little meal. You don't want a great big meal. You just want a little meal. So one of the followers said, why don't you put a plate on your tea instead of foil? Save your foil. Well, I've already saved two nice big pieces of foil. So thank you for the comment. That was a great comment. Okay, now, let's see. At night, I like to drink the decaf tea. I have terrible insomnia. Insomnia is not so, I thought it was the caffeine, but a long time ago I had a doctor, a good doctor, and I'm really grateful I had him because he told me true insomnia is very uncommon and is incurable. So from that time, I pretty much figured that sleeping pills were not going to help, but I still took them, and I just had to wean myself off of them, and it was very, very unpleasant. And guess what? I still have insomnia. It's not any better. What I do, in case any of you have it, is I just get in bed at a reasonable time and I stay there till the next day, and somehow I get enough sleep. Okay, so for my tea party, I want a nice little sandwich, a nice cheap little sandwich, and what I'm doing is I'm eating up all the food in my freezer and my refrigerator, little by little by little. Okay, what did I do with the turkey? Oh, here it is. You can't have a turkey sandwich without any turkey. So, this is going to be my dinner, so I want a big enough sandwich so that I'm not going to starve out. But if I do, I have hamburgers and I have various frozen food I could always eat. Those are nice to have in the freezer in case you get home from work and you need a quick snack, to avoid swinging by the fast food places. I do eat fast food from time to time. I like it. Mostly the fast food I eat is McDonald's. I usually get their hamburgers or McNuggets. They've had a couple really good deals this month on the McNuggets. Like if you buy a 20-piece or something, you got one free. It depends how much I'm working, Okay, so now I bought this turkey meat marked down, and I got a lot of turkey meat marked down, these big. I got 2 pounds of turkey meat, which is a lot. So, did you guys see TJ Prepper's water is off? You know who has been cleaning her bathtub, and I'll be getting some big trash cans pretty soon. I mean, that could happen to any of us. Even a couple of days could be extremely disruptive, Even one day. Just as long as you have enough water for drinking, you can always go without taking a bath. Okay, so I bought tomatoes at 99 cents only. Oh no, don't tell me I got the same dull knife. Oh no. My salsa spilled, but I was able to to retain a little bit. So, you know, the sandwich thing is really important because, say, if your water is off, you can still come up with a couple of sandwiches. And I was thinking, you know, it might be a good idea to keep some big containers of tea made up in the refrigerator, too, for drinking, you know, just in case. You know, when this stuff starts happening all over the place, you know, that's a good wake-up call for everyone to be prepared. I mean, don't stay up nights. Now, TJ Prepper has been on the preparing, thank heavens. My mother-in-law's acre flooded with sewage. She had to stay in a motel. Her and my poor old father-in-law that had a stroke. You know how bad that was? I can't even tell you how bad that was. You're just going to have to take my word that it was really, really, really bad. My poor old father-in-law, you know, my ex-husband had to change his diapers so many times a day and lift him in and out of bed, and here he was in a motel. And my mother-in-law couldn't drive. Make sure you guys can keep your ability to drive, if possible. You're going to be old a lot longer than you're young. That's what okay, now look at this yumminess. So we've had our experiences. Lots of awful experiences you cannot believe. Horrible. I think that's why I'm kind of a preparedness freak. I worked in a job, if business looked bad, like did you guys see the video I did with an empty shop, an empty beauty shop? I would have been jobless if that happened when I was working. I really would have. I would have had no job because they would have gotten nervous and I would have been history. And I am so glad that as this economy might be tightening up, I'm not working. And then I had them say to me, you can just get another job. That was the same attitude with the apartment. Oh, that's okay. You can just get another apartment. Well, that costs thousands of dollars. That is just plain stupid. Of course I can get another job, but, you know, I got to trust you not to do that. Okay, so I saved a little of my salsa. Let me get my sandwich. So all you need for a tea party is a sandwich and some tea and some cookies. All right, what I did was I bought these cookies for 25 cents at 99 cents only. I bought about 5 or 6 of these. These kind of have sugar, but that's okay. You know, when I'm going off something, whether it be caffeine, no matter what it is, I don't go crazy. I just, for the most part, am eating sugar-free cookies. But if I want to eat, these are a really good deal. I'm really glad I bought them. So, okay, you guys, put it into the back of your minds that you want to prep water. Make sure your bathrooms are nice and clean so that if you ever have to run that tub full of water real quick, and I'll be buying some. I was looking, it was funny, I was looking at those big giant trash cans at Walmart today. They're about $10. I'll get at least 2. And I will keep them, if something happens, I will keep them in the shower, you know, where there's a drain. And then one thing TJ Prepper said is make sure you're current on your laundry. you know, if your water is off and you're not current on your laundry, that's going to create some, I mean, you can wear dirty clothes, it's not the end of the world, but if you're unaccustomed to dirty clothes, you'll be pretty miserable. And so I just want to encourage you guys, stock up on food you could eat in an emergency. You could eat this in an emergency because it doesn't require any cooking. So, you know, another thing is the sandwiches are cheap. I bought the bread on markdown. This bread is, I bought it for 70 cents, 22 pieces, so about 4 cents, 8 cents on the bread. I bought 6 tomatoes for $1. The lettuce was $1. The lunch meat, I got huge packages for $1. The cheese is about, now the cheese is the most expensive thing, but when you're substituting cheese for meat, you can spend a little bit more money on your cheese. Also, you know, the bacon was okay today, the turkey bacon, but for $1 more, I can go to Grocery Outlet and I can buy black label bacon marked down. So, you know, I'm not eating too much beef or pork right now, so maybe I can spend maybe a little more money on my bacon, but I will keep 2 of those turkey bacons in the freezer. And so, you know, stock up on your lunch meat, you know, keep maybe about 6 of them in the freezer, the big ones, and stock up on the cheese for sandwiches. And another thing, you know, is the powdered milk for your tea and sugar. And okay, you guys, I'll see you tomorrow.